Hello, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and today is Thursday, August the 22nd, and we got a good one for you today. We're going to be talking about this is probably my fifth video, part five of what's happening with the city of North Miami. And we have some new information that they've updated on their website. So you want to definitely listen up and please like and subscribe to our show, no matter what platform you're listening on, so you can be notified when we have an update. To give you a quick introduction, my name is Reginald Andre. I am with ArcSolver Cybersecurity, about 20 minutes away from North Miami. And the reason that we do these videos is not to embarrass or to shame any of the government officials, but really just to give you some insight as far as how it is and what they could be going through, and what you should be now thinking with these lessons learned that they're going through in your business as far as a ransomware attack, cybersecurity attack, etc. Because many times, it makes the news when things are happening and things are popping. But we're now 17 days into this, right? This happened back on like August the 4th, and as I mentioned, it's August the 22nd. So they're still going through this. It's not business as usual. So I'm going to share my screen to show you what exactly they're going through right now. So, and this can be easily found on North Miami, Florida.gov website. And I'm going to read it to you because I know we have some podcasters listening in. And it says, as of Monday, August the 12th, City Hall is open to the public with limited services during regular business hours. And then they go on to say that City of North Miami City Hall was temporarily closed from August the 5th to August the 9th following a cyber incident. So they continue to use the word cyber incident. It's a cyber attack, big difference. And as you can see now, they were closed at least physically for at least 1 week from the 5th to the 9th. And then on the 12th, they reopened, but with limited services. And we've seen the reports of what that means. Limited services meaning their systems are still not up. And if you have certain requests, you may have to wait because they can't access their systems in full. Now, I will also say you can check my podcast, YouTube, etc. On the 17th, there was a commissioner that, and you can also go on WPLG Channel 10's website, and they actually interviewed the commissioner, and he also kind of gave some insight as far as what's going on. So this update now says, as we continue to address this recent cyber incident, cyber attack, but okay, we have become aware of fraudulent emails being sent on behalf of city staff. Please give careful scrutiny to any emails received from the city of North Miami. You should not respond to suspicious emails asking you to click on a link or send money. If you have any questions or concerns about an email you have received, please contact our community hotline at 305-895-9804. Upon learning of the cyber incident, City of North Miami provided daily updates to internal stakeholders as well as members of our community. I'm not too sure about that because we saw on the news some of the city commissioners 4 or 5 days later still says they had no idea. And members of our community, this is really the only place they've been mentioning this. If you check their social media, they had, I think, one post about it, and that's it. So, but nevertheless, let's talk about the main thing is you should not respond to suspicious emails asking you to click on a link or send money. Guys, this is terminology to say that they were able to access information as far as resident data, your name, your email address, your phone number. And what they're also saying is that they have already gotten reports of these bad guys, because when they get this information, they have to move quick, right? Especially when the city is not giving out information to its residents. That's the best time. So this is what they're doing now, according to what is on the city's website. They know that your name is John Smith. They know your phone number. They know your email address. These bad guys are now creating an email. They may call it city of North Miami at gmail.com, Or they may even go and say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and create a new domain name, and we're going to call it North Miami, Florida 1.com or .org. They can create that very easy. And because now they have your information, and just to give you an idea, the city of North Miami's website is North Miami, Florida, or FL.gov. So now these bad guys can easily create a North Miami FL, the number one, or F1. That way you can't really tell. Com, .org, .net, whatever the case is, .Miami, whatever the case is. And now what they're doing is they know that your name is John Smith. They know your phone number. They may even have some other information as far as your water bill. They may have known that you paid $140 last month. So now what they're going to do is then they're going to send you a text message or an email, and they're going to say, "Hey, Mr. Smith, your water bill of $140 didn't go through. Click here to re up, to repay or to pay before your water's cut off." Something like that. Very simple. So Mr. Smith, who may not even be aware of what the city's going through, because that's another thing about, when you do have a ransom, how do you tell your clients? How do you inform, people that they need to be careful? So we're going to talk about that a little. But now what the bad guys are doing is now they're hoping that Mr. Smith opens up the text message, opens up the email, and now it's probably going to redirect them to a website that looks just like the city of North Miami site. It's going to have the logo. It's going to then say, enter your payment, enter your name, enter your address, and put in your credit card number. So Mr. John, who could be elderly, or Mr. Smith, who could be elderly, or it can really be anybody, a 20-year-old could fall for this. They can be like, oh, wow, yeah, you know what? I don't want my water bill to come out, to be late, or for my services to be cut off. And then what they do is they enter their credit card number, they put in the dollar amount, and just like that, the bad guy now has the credit card number of Mr. Smith. So from there, the bad guy uses that credit card number to go on to other websites, Dell, or any online shopping, and then now they have things delivered to them, and it's a whole business. I mean, this is a whole scheme, but this is how. And then how sometimes you'll be checking your bank account, and all of a sudden there's a fraudulent charge. Well, that's why, and maybe you don't put two and two together, but that's why you'll notice that. Now, another thing that the bad guys can do is that, let's just say you did owe $140 on the water bill. They're going to now go ahead and take that money, right? So they have their own credit card payment processing. They're going to take that money, the $140, and maybe for you, you're going to say, "Oh, okay, cool. I paid my $140." And then next month, a new bill comes, and you don't even think that you've already double paid the $140, because some people don't check their accounts like that. So that's also that's also something to consider. So you know, professionally, I think that we all have to do better when it comes to notifying people. They have a hotline that they're saying. I called that hotline before, and it was just a recording of what they just basically said online. I think that there needs to be a lot more proactiveness as far as letting the residents know, because at the end of the day, they're the ones, the residents are going to be the one who has to deal with this cyber theft. Because same thing, these hackers, they can now request, "Oh, this is the city of North Miami. We need you to click on this link." And after they click on the link, they're going to ask them for their social security numbers. They're going to ask them for their date of birth. They're going to ask them for all of these things that that maybe the city had or not had. And now they're going to say, "We need you to re-enter this information," or whatever the case is. But nevertheless, it's going to affect the residents, and it's not good. So please, guys, be vigilant as far as any text messages. If you know anybody living in the city of North Miami, and just in general, if you got a link from Amazon to say your order had, or USPS, that says, "We had trouble fulfilling your order. We need you to click here," but you weren't expecting a package. And even if you were expecting a package, go directly to the website. If you're expecting a package from Amazon and you get a link to say or that says it's it failed delivery, go to Amazon.com, log in, go to alerts, see if there's anything there. Go to your status of the package, and at worst case, call them and say, "Hey, this is John, and I got this message, a text message. I'm not sure." And there's ways too. You can look at the text message, but just go straight to the source. All right, so that's all I had for you on the update. As soon as we get more information, we'll let you know. But unfortunately, like I said, it's been 17 days, and we haven't got any information. You know what? Let me call this hotline real quick. Let me see if it's the same. So the hotline is 305-895-9804. Now, for privacy reasons, if a live person picks up, I'm going to hang up because they did not accept for it to be recorded. But let's just see if it's just the same recording as last time.
Recently experienced a cyber incident affecting our network systems. The North Miami Information Technology team, along with local and federal authorities, continue to actively investigate the extent of the cyber incident. We are working to secure our systems and remain committed to keeping the public informed. We have become aware of fraudulent emails being sent on behalf of city staff. Please give scrutiny to any emails received from the City of North Miami. You should not respond to suspicious emails asking you to click on a link or send money. The City of North Miami is committed to servicing our community. We remain committed to keeping the public informed as we work toward full restoration. We will continue sharing the latest City of North Miami cyber incident updates at www.northmiamifl.governor. The City of North Miami's emergency response services remain operational. Ensuring the safety and well-being of our community is our top priority. The City of North Miami is taking every measure to maintain uninterrupted emergency services. While city services are still being restored, it is necessary to postpone our August 27th City Council meeting until September 10th, 2024. The North Miami Public Library is open and fully operational. The North Miami Building Department is open to the public. Permit applications will be accepted. Plan review has resumed, except for those submitted online. Building inspections and inspection scheduling has also resumed. Land use services, including development permits, certificates of use, business tax receipt processing, and issuance have resumed. Applications.
Stay with me for a moment here because I there's a point I want to make.
And serving customers by way of walk-in visits, phone service, and email. Issuance of courtesy notices for non-life safety violations, as well as life safety violation notices, has resumed. The NSD licensing team is currently accepting applications for reoccupancy inspections. Updates regarding historic information about properties, such as prior pending cases for existing violations, is currently unavailable. All hearings remain postponed until further notice. All special events and programming facilitated by the North Miami Parks and Recreation Department will take place as scheduled. At this time, only cash payments will be accepted for parks and recreation programming. Payments may be made in person at the Scott Galvin Community Center, located at 1600 Northeast 126th Street, North Miami, Florida 33181. Mocha North Miami is open to the public during regular business hours.
It's almost done. It's going to do food pantry and passport services.
No My Food Pantry operations will continue as scheduled. All scheduled passport services through the North Miami City Clerk's office are postponed until further notice. For a list of other area passport acceptance facilities, please visit www.travel.state.gov/passport. Thank you.
Okay, so two things on this, right? First of all, you see it listed some of the services that are still down, so that tells me that those are the computers that got infected, or and they're still going through that. Second thing is, how do you on your website say that if you have any questions or concerns about an email you have received, please contact our community hotline? Where in that community hotline for the 6 minutes of that call or whatever it was, did they then say, for any questions or you need to talk to somebody, press 1 or press 0? So your website is sending you to a community hotline that doesn't have a live person, that basically is regurgitating what is on the website. And then the community hotline, when you do call, says go back to the website. So again, and then I'm sure when you call whatever other number you can call for the city of North Miami, like one any other public number that they have, and you ask about the incident, they've already trained their entire staff to say zip, don't talk about it, redirect them to the website, redirect them to the community hotline. So do you see this loop that's happening? And if you're a concerned resident of like, hey, I'm getting this or this is happening, who do they talk to? And this is why it's so important to have a plan, because if there was a plan in place, I'm sure they have a full time or third party, communications, a media manager that would have been out in the front in the community, updating their social media page, not about the parties and all of the other stuff that they're having, but about this is a cyber incident. Residents, we need you to be aware. Open up open up a recorded, pre-recorded, video that is, verified by the attorneys and everybody else, but to give the education, right? Because right now they're probably afraid about, well, if we say this or that, we don't want to open up ourselves to a lawsuit. Okay, I got it. However, you can do a 3-minute video on your social media pages and alert your residents to say, hey, my name is such and such and such. And we had from City of North Miami, and we had this incident. Residents, we need you to be aware that if you get an email or if you get a text message that says it's from the City of North Miami, this could be fraud and you need to be careful. Like that's the type of communication that should be happening when you have this incident. So if North Miami, if you guys are listening, I'll be more than happy to help with this. But really, we got to do what's best for the resident. We know there's three sides to it. There's the informing, there's the legal side that you have to be careful what you say, because once they do tell the truth about what's happening, and there's always a lawyer for everything, and there are lawyers that are gonna contact the residents and say, hey, we're going to try to do a class action lawsuit. So I got it. You got to be very careful, but at the same time, you have to also balance it as well. And you have to now give some examples of these fraudulent emails. North Miami has some areas where the residents may not be too technology advanced, and these are the perfect people that they're going to fall for. So let's do better. I'm a citizen here in South Florida. I want to make sure that our people are protected. So let's do better, guys. Take care. Reginald Andre with ArcSolver Cybersecurity will keep you updated as we hear more information. Bye bye.